So here's the difference between a break from depersonalization and actual recovery. And you need to know this because if you confuse a break with actual recovery, your symptoms are going to come back and it gets harder and harder each time that they come back because your body is becoming more and more of a war zone. So depersonalization happen at the point of overwhelm in the nervous system. I want you to think about it like a cup of water that is now overflowing. The cup represents your body and the water represents stress. There are things that you can do that will calm your nervous system enough to where you're not overwhelmed anymore and DPDR can temporarily shut off. Let's use the example of reassurance, right? And a lot of people ride this wave. Let's say that, again, the cup represents their body, water represents stress. They're at that overflow point, and then they watch a video. Sometimes they watch my videos to get reassurance, and it'll calm their nervous system enough to where they're not experiencing DPDR anymore. They're still usually pretty anxious or stressed, but at least they're not experiencing severe DPDR, and so they think, okay, well, I'm recovered now. Until the next time that they experience even just a little stressor, because remember, they're walking around and the cup is almost overflowing, and then they go into DPDR, they watch reassurance, whether it's my videos or some other videos or some other way to get reassurance, and then they will feel better. And that works until it doesn't. Because what you need to know is what's really causing this, mostly, okay, not entirely, but mostly, is something called sensory triggers. You're experiencing sensory data that is similar to painful things from your past, and it's causing your body and nervous system to go into survival mode, okay? Fight, flight, freeze. And every time that the neural pathways fire to put your body into fight, flight, freeze, they're getting stronger and more efficient at putting you into these responses. And slowly but surely, you're starting to carry more and more weight in your body, more tension, more adrenaline, more emotion, more fatigue, because it's very fatiguing to be in these states of survival. And just because reassurance was enough at one point in time does not mean that it's always going to be enough. And then what ends up happening is somebody will go to watch a video or read a blog or this thing or that to get reassurance, and suddenly it's not working enough, or it's not working anymore. It's not enough. And that's because they're not actually befriending the body. They're not actually releasing the tension, adrenaline, and emotion from the body, making lifestyle adjustments to make sure that they're not overworking their body. And so while I'm happy that they get temporary relief and reassurance is not necessarily bad, it's not enough to really get to the root.